What is up, guys? Summoner 2514 coming back at you with some more Marvel Strike Force action. It has been a long time since I have recorded a video or done anything as far as Twitch and YouTube and all that is concerned. Sorry it's been so long. Life kind of gets crazy around the winter for me, and just getting back to doing what we can here. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into Marvel Strike Force. Just see what we can do. Now, it actually looks like my game has frozen, which is fantastic that it would freeze right when we don't want it to. So let's just close and reload. Let's see what's going on with Marvel Strike Force. Now I got in earlier today, and we had a war that was going on, and unfortunately we lost that war. We had a lot of guildies that didn't follow our war strategy, and I think we're in platinum, maybe platinum 1 or something. I mean, we're not doing too, we're not like a real competitive, but we still like to win the wars when we can, and when we don't, it's super unfortunate. Now, I'd like to see where we're at, what we've gotten to here. I jumped in, I saw that we had lost the war, and then I kind of just waited and loaded the stream and everything, and, you know, got that moving. So, alright, I'm going to jump in. We're going to grab our things that kind of take time. Nothing too specific. I'll let you guys see my roster. It's kind of, obviously it's moved since I stopped recording in the last 6 or 8 months. But we're back and see what we can get going here. Now I am just kind of dumping some energy. I keep my favorites. I do keep quite a few favorites, and I'm sure that probably is going to annoy a lot of people, but I keep them for different reasons. I am working on Sharon Carter, leveling and gearing her up, and I just finished with her ISOs. ISOs on Taskmaster, just kind of, he's just next in line. I've got Yelena, who I'm trying to work for the skilletary event so that she can get better. I have unlocked most of the characters. These are the only ones I have that still need unlocked: Spider-Gwen, Kate Bishop, Magic, Echo, Omega Red, Dr. Voodoo, Dormammu, and Morbius. Don't believe Morbius is actually in the game. I think Dr. Voodoo is available for purchase currently. We haven't done anything there. I'm hoping that with the event that just finished with Kate Bishop Blitz, that just finished earlier today, I believe, I'm hoping to have finally enough shards to unlock her. Although I'm not really pushing that team too much. And I am, I do fall behind on the teams, and it does take a little bit to catch them back up. So that did end. Let's see what we got in our inbox here. Not important. I just kind of click through most of these. Sinister 6. There's the new blitzes. Okay. Arena. I did manage to. I've managed to stay in under the 150. We do need to get to that under 100 club again. And I did get it the other day, but didn't quite stay there. So as you see, we did get the 25 extra to recruit Kate Bishop. So we're going to go ahead and just recruit her real quick. So she's in our lineup. I like the costume with little cutouts. Pretty cool. Pretty hot. Alright. Let's see here. We want to go to Unread. Grab our raid. Our raid completion and war completion rewards. And then we're going to go ahead and we need to dump some energy as well. We're at 95 energy, and I believe probably have 80 sitting here. Yeah, we got 30 minutes to, or 40 minutes to crack that 80 energy. So, let's see. I think I've already farmed Sam. He's here for a farm on shards. Elena's here for a shard farm as well. Already gotten her today. We scroll down, and I'm at Moon Knight, not White Tiger. He's here for shard farm. We already got his today as well. And then I don't believe that any of the rest of them are shard farmable. So then we kind of pop back up here, and then I farm my Kree minions. Looks like that's where we were earlier too. Farming Kree minion. And we'll drop over here, and I believe we probably need 80 for this one. Oh, 60. Perfect. So, farmed our Kree minions. Just slow farming them so I can finish Fury. His events all the time, so it's not a big deal. And, let's see. Trying to... My gold reservoir has sank quite a bit. I used to have almost 20 million gold at one point. But I have used it and kind of dumped it into characters, trying to catch up, get a little further, and just overall advance my game. And so we've dumped quite a bit of gold into some characters. Some maybe I shouldn't have, others that I just fine with having spent the gold on. As you can see, I'm going to just dump all this energy on these. My goal is, what I typically try to do is go in, around the circle and fill up each one so that they're even. And then I kind of work backwards until they're even again, and then, until I have the characters filled up. And then Taskmaster, once his is filled, will probably get moved out. I don't need anything from him other than I'm just farming his ISOs there. And then that'll bring in somebody else, so I'll probably start farming Yelena's ISOs, or even Bishop ISOs, or somebody else's ISOs, who obviously I still need to put ISOs on several characters. So it could just be a thing where I'm just going to farm them later. Right now, most of these characters, as you can see, are still level 1, or even Bishop level 19. They're all super low. I definitely could level them up, but their priority as far as their ISOs, in my opinion, are much less than somebody who is used on, I think, one of my war defense, maybe war offense teams. I think Taskmaster's out there somewhere doing some work for me. So his ISOs are slightly more important, in my opinion, than some level 1 character that I do need to gear up, but just a level 1 character. Let's see. Like I said, we lost our war earlier, which was rather bothersome. I said we had a lot of people not follow our war strategy, and when that happens, we lose. At some point, I hope my alliance will get on board and figure out that our war strategy is set and helps us win the wars, but I don't know. For some reason, I got moved out of medbay and I got moved into barracks. However, this is the location. I've always been in this bottom location. And my guess is that we had where our alliance is either open 2 spots, which is why we have no one here and no one here, or somebody finally left and then I got moved over. That being said, we do need to move somebody from up here. Probably this guy. We're going to move him. And we're going to take and just move him all the way down into medbay to fill that slot up. I don't want to give away too much of our war strategy, but we look to I say bait people down the side, but that's kind of what we're looking for. We want people to go down this side, and so we try to leave it a little weaker up this top here. And they've been instructed mostly to just work on war offense and less defense, so that they're not up there. Oh, I went into war to see if I could find my Taskmaster, if he was in Taskmaster. Or Taskmaster was in war. We'll go back to set defense. My defense is pretty poor as well. I'm in one of the bottom rooms, so it's not utmost important that I do have a great war defense. And I got a lot of characters that, or a lot of teams that need built up. I did finally get Doom, and I built him. That was pretty exciting. Got him built up. And it does look like, yeah, Taskmaster is on my Merc team over here. I probably need to change some ISOs. My ISOs are pretty old. I just haven't worked on a lot of them. I don't quite need to. Got this Tech Nerva team here. I don't know. Working on this. This team is gotta get, I gotta get this team built up as well. And then Hand showing down here at the end here. They're pretty trash, but it's a team that I don't have to think about, and I don't want to use any of them on offense, and so they can fill in, and they're slightly better than the minions that would be there in my opinion. And same in the aim team. They opened up these extra 2 slots, and I just threw aim and Hand in there. And I've moved Sabretooth off of the Marauders team, and he is going to be on my Weapon X. When Weapon X gets finished for me, I need Omega Red. But I moved him off so that he is an offensive character. And I put Doom on defense. Need to build up my Strife. And I might switch spots with Emma and Doom. Maybe move... in fact, let's do this. Let's move this so that we have Emma right front and center. And then we'll find my Marauders again. And we will put Mystique in this corner, kind of hiding the fact that she's tiny. And then we will put Doom right next to Strife. The hope is that when Strife gets large enough, some cleave might get into Doom and then cause Doom to ult a little quicker. That's at least my thought. I do need to work on Strife. Like I said, need to work on a lot of my defensive characters. Even my heroes for hire, Misty and Colleen, pretty small. Fantastic Four is basically Invisible Woman and Prey. A lot of my teams have one major character that's built pretty decent. Heroes for Hire only had Iron Fist and Luke Cage because I built them long ago for some hero nodes or something needed them, and so they fit a long time ago, and they were decent back then. Wave 1 is still pretty poor. I've thought about moving Black Widow up here and switching Thor into that back spot. Probably not a terrible idea. I think Thor's a little tankier than my crummy Black Widow, and so I have the 2 tanks with a little beefier character there. This team, if I can get Chavez and Sam and Maria Hill built up, I'm sure we'll do some good. There's a quick overview of my war defense teams. Not going to go too much into it, but if you have questions, feel free to ask. Why I've done it, why their ISOs are that way. Like I said, their ISOs are that way mostly just because I'm too lazy to change them. But if you have suggestions, always willing to take a suggestion there. Alright, so we've completed most of our daily milestones. I do need to spend my energy. We got 480,000 gold. And I have been continuing with Seed Theory. As per my previous videos, I do continue with Seed Theory. And It's, you know, gotten some pretty decent results out of it. You can see my red stars on some of these newer characters here coming out. I got a little unlucky on Kate Bishop. I was looking for a 4-star on her. Cloak, obviously, I actually mostly missed Cloak and Dagger. I wasn't thrilled to be playing the game, and so I kind of barely was logging in. I missed a couple of login calendar months, like, or I just missed a couple days, and so that was bothersome. But like I said, this is a pretty busy real life time for me, so keeping up on that became a chore and something I didn't really want to do. But that being said, we have 400,000 gold to spend, and we'll reset our seed. It's not going to be a great seed theory night, but there's our 400,000 to reset the seed we're in. I am currently taking all of my characters up to level 80 and then leaving them. So I think I have a couple that have made it to 81, but all of my characters, Adam Warlock's 81. I think I got frustrated in DD4's last bit, so I upgraded the legendary characters that I was using in there to 81 just so I could finish the node a little bit easier. I don't know if it helped, but my second run through DD4 went much quicker. Obviously, I had Doom to go into the several nodes as well, and I actually had 5 legendary. I think Black Bolt had made it. I had 5 or 6 legendaries that were available for that legendary node, as opposed to 4 that were available previously. So definitely helped speed that process along. Now, unfortunately, I spent all my gold. I do need to come back. I have been buying at least these 2 sides of the store every day on every reset that I'm able to, and occasionally I'll buy this one, but it's a gold sync. I also do seed theory off of that because that's more than 400k. We're at 100 or 365 plus 80. I was going to put us at 445, which is plenty enough for seed theory, but I forgot to do that now, and so hopefully we'll get enough gold to go back. We're going to do our store buys real quick. I'm officially done with characters in the Blitz nodes once again. They just don't don't release characters into that Blitz node, so it's annoying because you get stuck. Like, I'm stuck with just a ton of Blitz currency. So that's where we're at. I need Sharon Carter. Zemo's finished up. Yo-Yo's finished up here. War Machine's been finished for quite a while. I do scroll down into these orange pieces of gear. There's one of these pieces of orange gear that I actually got stuck on, and it became a hindrance for a little while. I'm also continuing to refuse to pay $9.75 for any characters. I do need Phyla Vale. She's the only one up here that I need any character shards from. I was just refusing to buy them. I was really hoping that Human Torch would have dropped down into that 400 or 350 spot earlier. He unfortunately didn't, and I did finish buying him. So this is silly, but I am finishing up these minions here. This one I'll need to get 500 because he's at 2 plus 3 is 500. This one I just need the full 300, and this one will need 530 because it's 130 plus 200 plus 300. So 630 is where I'll need to get for the Aim Researcher before Aim Researcher is finished. The rest of these characters, I have all of their shards other than Phyla Vale, and I do refuse to buy $9.75. I think I bought one. She was at this 99, like 290 or whatever, the 199 shards, and so I think I bought one just to bump her up the level, so that I could make sure that I just got that star on her. Of course, War Currency and War Store is a big buy. As you see, I needed Bishop and Maria Hill, so I bought them. This is the Superior Focus Catalyst, is the one I was telling you earlier. I do still buy all except the War Store. I'll buy it if it shows up in any of those other stores. War Store credits I save. Sometimes I'll get a wild hair and I'll buy something over here. But usually I don't buy anything. I try to save it for the character shards, because I do still need quite a few character shards out of the War Store. And as you see, I just bought 2 characters. I think I bought 1 each earlier out of each of the buys. So War Store currency is what War Store currency is. It's a valuable resource. I tend to miss like Chaos Theory, which is super annoying, and I miss the gold the gold events more often than I like to admit. I haven't hit those in the last couple months, honestly. But I do have plenty of shards or stars here. I always feel like these are not the characters, obviously, that I want to buy stars on. And every time I spend the 150 on a character that maybe I'd be okay with spending them on, obviously I'm okay with it, then like a character that I really wanted to spend the shards on shows up the very next store reset, and I'm just like, oh, Scopely knows something. This store I always auto buy if I'm in double digits of anything. So this one I had, I own 31 now. But if I am less than 100, I'll just auto buy whatever's here, just my own thing. No reason other than I think that I feel like I have plenty of the currency, and I do spend it. As you saw, I am upgrading characters, but I just it's a grindy game, and that's what I'm doing, is just grinding. All right, so we did need to go open our orbs. I almost forgot. That's the whole reason we came into this. So we got, I'm up at 112 or down to 112, however you want to look at it. I don't have enough gold orbs. I was up at a lot of these, and then I did like get a big seed theory on my own and spent probably 100 gold orbs. And I was sitting at nearly 200 or 300 milestone orbs, and I have been spending them. I try it every day. I just go spend my 400,000 to level up whichever character I'm leveling up currently, and then I'll come in here and I'll dump 10 of these anytime I spend the 400,000. So what we're looking for here in the middle, is we're looking for 10 shards of either, I believe it's still Spider-Man, yep, Symbiote Spider-Man, and Emma Frost. We just need 10 shards to show up there. I have more often than not got the gold shard, or the 4-star thing on this left hand side. We're also going to take this down to 21, and if we don't get it by then it's not going to happen. I don't know what kind of drop that is. T2 ability orb fragment out of that left pillar. It's probably this, yeah, T2 ability orb. It's not under 3%, so it's not good enough for our seed theory. So we'll continue to open these. And we got, 6 more. Getting a bunch of characters I don't need anything from. Even though this is a gold drop, this isn't under that 3% which you want for the seed theory. Even if here it's 8% chance, so it's not good enough for our seed theory. So we're going to continue to open some orbs and continue getting character shards that we don't need. That's just how this goes. Plenty of Ultimus food, and last orb here, and we didn't get any under 3%ers there. So that seed is a busted seed and not going to take us anywhere. Finish our milestone. We'll open these milestones here. We'll just click through them real quick. And there we go. Perfect. And you could see that I had plenty of Ultimus food. I can open 73 Ultimus orbs, and I'm actually saving. And when I need to open gold gear. If I need specific gold gear, I'll come in here and I'll crack an orb or two out of these specific catalysts or these orbs here. So kind of helps supplement some of that orange gear that I need, or gold gear, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we somehow do need to get some gold, so let's open these blitz orbs. Nothing too fancy here. Not going to give us a ton of gold, but give us some, and some shards for some more Ultimus food there. Plenty of raid orbs. I do actually open these gold gear orbs and teal gear and any of these orbs down here. But there's no reason for me to open these purple ones. They don't have gold in them, which is what I would open them if they had gold in the side or anything like that. But they don't. They just have purple gear and blue gear. Again, no reason for me to open them. I don't have any crunches in either of those two locations, so they're absolutely useless for me to open. Alright, so we'll finish opening these orbs here. Like that. There was a superior focus catalyst there. I need those all the time. So I've ran out of those. Out of anything, all the gold gear, I've ran out of those superior focus catalysts more than anything. We have 3 more of these orbs to open, so we'll crack these over here too. See what gear we get out of that. Alright. Nothing too spectacular out of that. So that's it there. Since I've got energy to spend, what I like to do is come into this do more, and oddly enough, it's not spend it here. It's only, I mean, it's got some decent gold, but it's only got 1 gold gear out of it, and I don't need the Spider-Man shards anymore, so I don't need it. So what I'll come over and I'll either get here. I needed a bunch of these too. I did, you know, upgrade Silver Surfer and Deathpool and you know, several other characters that needed these things. But I'm really looking at the teal gear. This mutant gear is not bad either. I try to avoid this one because it drops into the purple real quick, and it's the purple that I don't need. So I'll actually do these ones here, and then I'll still do this one because it still has the teal gear and it has this, which I still kind of need. But I don't really need this gold gear. I don't need this purple gear, and I doubt that I need too much of that. I'll probably need more than I think I do, but right now I avoid those, and then I'll even come out as far as out to this way before I'll circle back, because I just don't need that extra gear. So we're gonna go ahead and drop our 100 energy right here. This will give us all of this gear that we need. Probably don't need the molecules as much, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop it here, and we got 26k gold. We got some materials, and we got some purple gear. It still has the chance to get purple gear, so that's not like it's a no-go. Probably would have been a better opportunity to go here and just avoid the purple gear altogether. But we got some gear, and we're okay with that. Back at 115,000 gold, which still isn't enough to buy these augmented gravitonium. So we need to do some stuff. We need to see what we can do to get some gold. Oh, look at that. Spend campaign energy. So we're going to go ahead and buy this gravitonium, mostly because it is just gold gear. Or, my apologies, teal gear. And we always need teal gear. We'll open these orbs too. I do open everything in here. I don't really save anything. um, that I don't I don't really save too much nowadays. I was hoarding and trying to hoard, and it was fine, but I kind of also felt like with the amount of characters that they continue to come out with, and how quickly teams and characters become irrelevant, I just needed to advance my roster quite a bit. And I don't. I think. I mean, my big hindrance currently is gold. I'd like to be able to spend more gold, just a ton of gold. Obviously, there's always something that's keeping you from being able to advance your roster. Um, but mine is currently gold. I need gold so that I can spend it on bringing characters up levels, so that I can gear them up, so that I can put them in and do um, things with them. Put them into raid, put them into war, um, whatever the case is. Speaking of, our raids had finished, so we don't have anything there. I was going back through for my third attempt back through here. I just kind of got stalled here and then just didn't do anything for a couple days. Obviously, it's been like 3 or 4 days since I did anything. Um, so, not too worried. I'll get through it again eventually. It's not a time run or anything like that. It's just I just wanted to get another border around my screen. Well, however, I do think that we've kind of reached the end of anything I'm going to do here. So I just wanted to get back into this and show you guys where I'm currently at. If you have any questions on where my roster is, or any characters you'd like to see, or if you have any suggestions on where or ISOs I should change, like, feel free to leave me a comment. Make sure you hit that like button if you liked what I did here. And make sure to hit subscribe so you do get notifications when I do upload new videos and go live. But until next time, this is Sumner 2514 signing out. Y'all have a good one.